Today we're going to be going through my console settings, preferably for Rebirth, because that's actually the only game that I play. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're just going to get straight into it with straight up to the controller settings. BR button layout and same with stick layout. They're on default. Invert lock disabled. Dead zone 0.06 on both. Left stick and right stick on 0.95. Horizontal sensitivity and vertical is on 9. You don't want it to be too slow or you don't want it to be too fast. Personally, anything between 8 and 11 is like good. Anything below 8 or anything above 11 is just like too much. ADS on 0.9, you could have it on 0.05, 0.95 I mean, which is, you know, just gives a little bit more of an edge to your sensitivity, but I preferably stick with 0.9. We'll go for aim response dynamic. Most people just stick with standard, but after trying all three of these, dynamic's probably the best. Aim assist standard, don't need any of these unless you can't hit shots in game. Then probably use precision. If you're like a new player on Warzone and you don't know what you're doing, like with anything, change this mainly to focusing because it just helps straight away with the shots. So, but you know, once you get better with the game and like you become like better and you know obviously a good player, then just go back to standard. That's all you need. Aim down sight, hold obviously, and then you can just go screenshot these if you need, if you're on your phone, or take a picture on anything else about the others. Also, if you are new to the game, I need to say on the slide behavior, it will automatically be on hold, but change it to tap. You don't need to hold it, just tap. You change this if you're new to the game. Automatic sprint on, you know, tactical, because it's just this one's is just you don't need this, trust me. Parachute, yes, that's another thing. If you're new to the game, yeah, please on your settings go straight down to the very bottom of controller settings and change this to disable, because it'll help you so much in games to get to like wherever you're trying to get quicker. But if you change this to disabled, then you need to obviously be careful, because if you're new to the game, you're going to be used to when you're going down to the ground, it just automatically opening up. So as soon as this is on disabled, it will just like make you hit the ground straight away. So you need to obviously, you know, be careful about that. But yeah, anyway, change that from enabled to disabled. Graphics, nothing about that. I'm on just normal console. Yeah, because I don't do PC, which is, you know, how it is. Interface, with the HUD HUD. The mini map, it's better as square because you can see it takes up obviously more of your screen, but you can see more on the map. That's just how I like it. Colorblind, Tritanopia makes the game look so much nicer if you're a console player with like 60 FPS. Trust me, try it. Like if you have it on disabled, yeah, compared to Tritanopia, it's just honestly, it'll make the game look so much nicer, and it'll make it look like on like at least a minimum 100 frames per second. What else have we got that's actually important? There's nothing else important on this one. Audio, audio mix. I need to change to boost high. See me. I never use these three. These three or all of these don't matter. It's just these two that matter. Boost low's good, but boost high is way better because you can hear footsteps way easier. Master volume 60. I should probably I'm gonna change this up to like 60, 70 actually. Music volume 0. Dialogue 50. Effects 100. Obviously. Juggernaut music disabled. Don't need that. Voice chat enable obviously. Open mic record threshold. I need to turn this up by 1. Voice chat volume obviously 100. Microphone 100. Yeah. These obviously don't matter. These like in your car tracks and shit like that. And then yeah, that's the end of my controller settings. But I'm gonna add into this to make the video a bit longer. We're gonna make a class quickly, which is an Armaguerra class, because the Armaguerra is a very like useful gun at the moment. It's like probably meta like right now, like easily over anything right now. The Armaguerra is meta. So let's make a class on Armour McGuire quickly, and then yeah, let's do it. So I'm probably gonna change it for. I'll probably change it for this. I'll go through this next. So Armour McGuire, where are we at? Oh yeah, I was on it. Okay, Armour McGuire. Let's do it. Okay, so what to use on this? Alright, okay. This toxic thing in the blueprint comes with like perfect. I mean perfect like attachments already. So you could get this blueprint and use this straight off the bat and be sorted. But obviously we're gonna change that up a bit because because we're on about doing close combat and rebirth, then it'll make it life a lot easier. So what we're gonna be using is recoil booster obviously. We're gonna change this. Either one of these two is good, but like for rebirth, you're probably gonna want the short one. Then we're gonna go down to the underbarrel. We're gonna use either Mark Scalding or Hand Stop Really is good. But we're gonna go for Mark Scalding. Then we're gonna get the 60 mag on for the aim down sight speed because this got nerfed recently. So yeah, we'll change that to 60 round. Lengthened. Yeah, it's more. Nah, Subsonic is better, bro. I probably said it wrong, but don't matter. See, for this, I prefer to use fabric on this. That's just my, initial thing. On this, stayed it steady. You don't need that, and then quick as well. For this, use the skeletal if you have it, but like this works just as good. Or folding, either one works like just as good, really. And obviously, you already know slate reflector is just the way to go about this. You like, there's literally nothing else to it apart from that because, yeah, it just does its job straight away. But yeah, like I said, either one of the Mark Scalder or the Handstock, either one of them works. But Mark Scalder's just probably the way to go. The sniper class is a different one. It's like a newer one. I needed to put a camo on this, so I may as well do that quickly. You know what? Yeah. So anyway, the sniper class is a different one that you probably don't see, but because obviously the Car 98 Modern Warfare has been nerfed like heavily, this kind of makes it better. I don't know why, but it just does. Like, trust me, it does. So no muzzle, barrel, either one of the first two or second, or third, sorry. But obviously, most people would just go for the third one. Attack laser, sniper scope. Right, okay. Now this is where it gets different. It's either going to be the FTAC Sport Combat, or if you need like more time for aiming in, aiming stability, more like control, then use precision. Then sleight of hand for reload quickness, and it doesn't say this on the pros, but secretly it helps with ADS. Trust me, and aim down sight speed is like perfect with this. Trust me, it's like a secret pro that they have, but like it's obviously does not show. But yeah, that's the what's called that's the Car 98 class. Anyway, got the OG charm. But yeah, obviously normal lethals, tactical stims are still perfect. You don't need anything else, obviously. But what I've found out is like the new meta, like proper meta right now, is the M13 and the Marco. Like this Marco class is perfect. So screenshot this on whatever you're on if you want to use it. There are all the attachments. Nothing else needs to be changed on this. It's perfect. Maybe the rear grip could be changed to taped, possibly, but I personally think that this one that I'm using is better because it has recoil recovery. Like obviously that includes flinch resistance. But yeah, that's obviously the Marco. If you need it, then put it on. Also for the optic, you could use the monocle, but it's preferred. It's just preferral, isn't it really? And then the M13, you have to obviously get this leveled up because most people probably don't use these guns anymore, so they're not going to have them leveled. But yeah, that's kind of just simple. Optic as usual, VLK obviously, or some people usually go for the monocle as well with this, but VLK is just the best for this. I'm gonna show you one more class that I've been using recently that is like perfect. I've got two more classes to show you, um, which is again the Armor Guerrero. Recoil, obviously, like I said, this gun right here is probably just perfect right now. Like, screenshot this if you need it, but right now this is my go-to, like, Armor Guerrero class, this one right here. And then my secondary is obviously the M13. M13, like I said, it's just god tier right now, along with the next one we're going to show you, which is the M4A1 and the MP40. Trust me, the M4A1 is probably the, like, at least the top 3 best ARs right now for recoil, ADS, and just flinch resistance and recoil control. Trust me, it's so good. The fire rate as well is perfect for this gun. Honestly, get this leveled up if you haven't already. Yeah, use these attachments, and trust me, your gameplay will be so much better in Rebirth, and even maybe in Cold Era, but you know, it's preferable obviously with your ARs, but Rebirth especially, it's perfect. Now, the MP40, I have a couple of like different builds I keep switching on and off with the MP40 because obviously with the barrel, sometimes we use the short, not the short, sorry, we use the cross neck, the 221 instead of the 317, just because obviously it's just for like closer combat. So for me right now, I'm probably going to use that because it's just my preferable, because I'm in Rebirth, I'm in close counter, so yeah, I'm probably going to chuck that on now. Pistol grip, need changes to Mark Scalding. I was experimenting with a class, that's why, but this one's still fried. Like, this one's still a good one that I just showed, so go back in the video if you need to and screenshot that, yeah, or use them attachments, yeah, if you haven't already. Trust me, it'll change gameplay completely. But I'm gonna just show you the, like, what everyone's using right now as a meta, which is obviously the Mark Scalding, and then either lengthened hollow point or subsonic, but lengthened is probably your best option right now. But yeah, I'm gonna probably change this back to Korsnick 317 just because it's just my preferable. Stock is either removed or Korsnick folded. It doesn't really matter. Either one does the same like thing. It doesn't really matter. They both do the same. So I'm probably gonna put removed on just because it just looks better. But yeah, that is the classes that you probably should use right now in Rebirth, especially because, yeah, again, I'm based on Rebirth. Also, the XM4. XM4 is probably, you know, a really, really good AR right now because it did get a silent buff in a patch recently that yeah, no one really knows about apart from, you know, big time streamers and YouTubers, stuff like that. But you know, if you haven't seen them, then yeah, you heard it from me. And then you've also got the MP40. You've already seen that. You already know. And then I may as well show you the last class that I would probably recommend, which is the FFAR. Now, the FFAR is more of an, like, it's not been good the whole of Cold Era up until now. It got a very, very big buff for recoil and fire rate. So I mean, as you can see on the stats, the fire rate is massive. So yeah, it's definitely worth using. But yeah, again, they're the attachments if you need them. So screenshot, try it out for yourself, experiment with it, and trust me, if you get used to it, you'll love it. I promise. Right, this one will become a shock to you, which is the CX9. The CX9 is probably one of the best SMGs for fire rate and recoil. The recoil is next to nothing, but the reload speed is shocking. That's why you have to have sleight of hand. Trust me, it's just you have to have that. Then you obviously use the CXFR for it's technically no stock. Then you got the CX38S. Obviously, that's just like a built-in suppressor. So it's just, you know, why wouldn't you use it? Obviously, Commander foregrip and then a 50 round drum because the stock mag on this gun is 25, and then obviously you've got the 30, and then you've literally got a 12 round. Like, if you're new to the game, yeah, and you see obviously the damage, the mobility, and the control, and you go, oh yeah, this will be perfect, trust me, don't do it to yourself. You do not want a 12 round mag. Like, you do not want a 12 round mag. So level it up, obviously get to a 50 round, that's all you need. Don't worry about the ADS or the movement speed, trust me, it makes up for it with the sleight of hand and the no stock technically. Underbarrel obviously recoil and aim stability, it just helps out with everything, trust me. Or all these other ones don't really do the same, apart from the Ranger maybe. I might test that out actually a bit, see if the Ranger does any better, but we'll see. But yeah, they are my classes. That is it. Yeah, again the same thing with the M4A1, same class and all that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If this has helped, leave a comment down below what you want to see next. If you want to see some gameplay, or if you wanted to see some other setting video about anything else you need, let me know down below some ideas to do for content. And I stream mostly every day, so come by, say hello. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. So peace.